Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Sprints. Tiffany is I think she's in Illinois. I don't know how long she's there, but she is out of town this weekend. So I said, well, I still want to do sprints, so let's party on my channel. So these are my lovely co-hosts this evening. You know most of them, if not all of them, because they're all normal Sunday night specials. So I'm going to let you guys on the panel tell me what you're reading, what's going on, what you've got going on tonight. If you're in the comments, go ahead and tell us what you're reading tonight and what you're up to. Yeah, so let's start with Fiona. What you got going on?
What have I got going on? My life at the moment is ruled by my phone, which I've set with alarms for Mum. She had cataract surgery on Monday, which went really, really well.
Good.
But we have to put drops in 5 times a day. So I am like ruled by my phone going off. Right, but the great thing is they gave us little cards, right, with each sort of like set of drops on it, and I just have to tick when I put them in. But it's like, geez. So if I come off of here before 10 o'clock, it's because I've got to go do the drops.
Yeah, no worries.
That's fine. Reading-wise, I've picked up Debbie McComer's Dakota Born.
Nice.
So I'm really enjoying this. I'm sort of 92 pages in, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this one.
I like your copy. It's pretty.
It is a pretty copy, isn't it? The only thing that mars it is somebody's put a 1 in the top. I'm like, please, who does that, eh?
My Dakota Born has just like a regular field or something on it. I think it's just a, normal.
And you see, it carries on to the back as well, which
that's
lovely.
pretty.
Isn't it pretty?
Oh yeah.
So, so I'm just looking at Cajun. Yes, Mum is doing really well, thanks. She is getting a bit fed up about she's not allowed to do a lot of things at the moment. But I said to her, like, as of tomorrow, you can do light housework. And it's like tonight's the last night that she's got to sleep with a eye shield on, so she's really happy about that. But no, she's doing well, and she coped well with it, which was great. So
I'd be like, "Yay, I can do housework!"
Right.
Yeah, it's like I'll let you maybe do a wee bit dusting, honey. But it's fine. So.
I'm ready to do housework after living.
No, I hear you.
So that's it. So Emily, how are you doing? What are you reading?
I am hoping to finish up. You can't see it because I took the dust jacket off, but I'll show the cool sprayed edges. Vengeance of the Pirate Queen. So it's like book 3 in a YA pirate series. And then when that's done, I'm part of Gavin over at Gavin Reads It All, his YouTube membership, and he does like a solve along with his followers. So I need to read Dead Man's Folly by Agatha Christie up to and including chapter 18 by Saturday. So
is that a Marple or a Poirot?
It's Poirot. So how about you, Storm?
I finally finished Companion to Danger.
Yay!
So now my next, I really see it, retro romance will be this one. It's Barbary Moon. I am listening to We Wish You a Murderous Christmas for Christmas in July. That way I'll have my mystery. I've done my romance, now I have my mystery.
Woohoo!
Still working on Night of the Crabs on ebook. And I think that's everything. And I need to edit some.
Nice. Your retro book looks kind of like, if I can't see it, the yellowish cover, it looks kind of like, what's it, Geronimo Stilton? Do you know what I'm talking about? Those mouse books? Because of the bright yellow.
Yeah.
Really good.
They're in, I think, Morocco. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's set in Morocco.
Nice. Nice.
Awesome.
Elizabeth, what you got going on?
Well, I have like 16 things on my currently reading, but I haven't started any new print books for July. I haven't started any Christmas in July or retro or anything. And I only brought 2 things in here since Blake, since you're hosting tonight, I thought I would bring my Summerween books here. So this one I have started. I have started and finished some audiobooks. And this one I'm in the middle of. It's The Cove by Catherine Coulter.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
This is the first in the FBI thriller series. So that's my Halloween prompt, and I'm reading this in honor of Tammy's dad, Bob, because he recommended this series to me like years ago. Like, you need to read Catherine Coulter. She's so good, you know. And him and Anne both love Catherine Coulter. So that is for them, and it is really good. I'll probably go ahead and continue the series. And then for my July prompt, I have to read this in print, or for my summer prompt, and I have not started this, but I thought I'd go ahead and bring it in here and maybe start it because it's colorful. It's Secret in the Stitches. It's Patchwork Mysteries number 8. I think I said 7 in my video, but number 8 by Joanne Brown. I think this is a multi-author series, and I love it. It's about a quilt restorer, and there hasn't been any murders, but there's just been like burglaries and historical mysteries and just like real, what I think of as real cozy mysteries, like, no murder, and just very, very enjoyable and very interesting. But because I do sew, I'm not really a quilter, although I've made one quilt. My sister's a quilter. It's fascinating what she can do to restore these quilts, and within quilts she'll find clues to these historical mysteries. And it's really fascinating. So
that's a really, really interesting series.
It's a really good series.
Is that an Annie's Attic or
no? This is Guideposts.
Okay.
There is an Annie's Quilted series that's got 12 books. This has like 27 books.
No,
I don't know if my sister's read this one or not, but whenever I get done with them all, I'll probably share the books with her. But she has read the Annie's Quilted and said those are really good, and she is a quilter.
I started the one with the library, and it's Guidepost. I can't think of
the library.
Maybe.
I don't know. Tammy has those. If you look on her channel, sometimes they're like behind her, depending on the angle.
Yeah, not that you say that. I think
that series.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Do you know? Can anybody buy from Guideposts, or do you have to live in America to be able to do so?
I have never. Okay, confession time. I have only ever bought them used, and I've gotten them. I've gotten a few on eBay, but I've gotten mostly I just find them randomly. But I believe it's a subscription. So if you go to Guidepost, I don't know that you can. I don't know if they ship outside the country or not. But they're available secondhand. But I know that. I don't know. I think that if you go to Guidepost, you can say, okay, I want to start this series, and like once a month they'll send you the next one. Like you start with number 1 and they'll send you the next one. I think that's how it works, like a subscription. But I don't know for sure.
Can you do thrift books in the UK, Fiona?
I'm not sure. I haven't tried thrift books. I can do like eBay. But I don't know if I can do. I think it's eBay UK.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can do eBay USA. I can do Better World Books. I might be able to go on there and get. They might get them.
They might.
So I'll just look around because the quilt one sounds really, really interesting. Because I do like sort of doing some quilting and stuff like that. And if there's like historical mystery set to it, that might be really, really
they're really neat.
And they're starting to put some of the Guideposts on Kindle. So
and on audio too.
Yes.
I don't know for the older ones, so I don't know if it's on audio at all. But the tea room ones, I've seen those, and some of the Amish ones from Guidepost are on Hoopla.
Yeah.
And probably on Kindle too. So I don't know.
I will have to do a big search because some of them sound really, really good.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
And I can usually find, if you can't find any of them, Fiona, the first 1 or 2 I usually see around all over the place. So I could probably pick one up for you and send it along at some point. So you could just get a feel for, and see.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Well, I haven't tried the Guidepost ones, but I have the Annie ones.
I haven't read any Annie yet. I have a bunch of them, but I haven't read any.
The Secret of Castleton Manor Library and A Novel Murder was the first one.
That's the one I think I've read.
Yeah, I was wondering when you said, I was like, I've read it because Elizabeth Penny was the first one.
Yes.
Oh, so
Elizabeth
that's when you talk
Penny's
about
written-
instead of the one Tammy has.
Yeah, because Elizabeth Penny's she writes for guideposts at times as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sometimes I get Annie's and Guideposts mixed up, but they're both subscription books. So
Yeah, and they
Yes.
both. I think they both have like different authors writing.
Mhm.
They
Yeah,
do.
because that's an Elizabeth Penny.
yes,
Pies and White Lies, and this
Oh,
is
yeah.
the Amish Inn, and this is a guidepost that I got from Amazon or.
Are you sure that's not Annie's? That looks like an Annie's to me.
Yeah, because Annie's is kind of like guideposts.
Look
Yeah,
on
they're
the
very
bottom of the
similar.
spine.
Yes, sorry, it's an Annie's. Yes,
okay.
That's where I got what I read was the Annie.
but that's I love this one. I have to say. So, yeah. So,
Awesome.
and you had got one of those. So, Blake, what are you reading?
I don't know. So I've been in a really bad reading slump lately. So I'm just trying to find something that'll hold my attention. I do have book club on Tuesday, and I'm supposed to have this read. So Old, So Young by Grant Ginder. Ginder. I don't know. My friends have everybody in book club has read it except me, and they all said it was fine. So I don't know what that means. They're probably saving their opinions till book club, which is nice. I have This Cursed House by Del Santine. It's like a gothic horror. I got The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Dirks.
Yay!
Yeah. I just saw that she's got a cheese shop coming out.
Yes.
And I really
January.
I need to catch up on this. So I do need to
haven't read Spell Shop yet? Or have you
No, I
started
haven't
it?
any of them.
Girl.
Oh,
I
they're so
know.
cute.
Hurry up!
And I have so much. And
Well,
then
and Sea of Charms comes out
This
next
one too.
week.
Yeah,
I know.
It comes out here in a couple of weeks. So Emily, once I get it, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And I have the UK version of this because it came out and I love this. Like, it's not a floppy hardback. Whatever the UK, whatever you do over there, Fiona, when you make books, you make them well because I love them. I don't know how to explain it. It's not a floppy paperback. It's like a thick. You guys the way you bind your books, it's better materials. So a lot of times I like to get the UK versions. So
well, their covers most of the time their covers are prettier too.
Yes, and I just hosted Ashley Winstead last night. And so if you go, I can pull it up if I get a chance, or I can go get my books during a sprint. But I have to show you guys the cover. So Ashley Winstead she writes thrillers now mainly, but she wrote 2 romance novels when she first started. They're like political romances. And one of the covers is it's called Fool Me Once, Fool Me, whatever. Anyway, I'll show you later. But it's got flowers on the cover. And then the second book, which is a sequel, it's like a adjacent pair to the original pair, and it has the 2 people on the cover. Well, it looks completely different, and I don't like them because they look so crazy. Like, if they're supposed to be like around the same universe, I like them to kind of look similar. So I looked at the UK versions and they're similar. They both have people on the cover. They're so cute. So I showed Ashley last night. She goes, "Oh, you got the UK editions." And I was like, I had to. So but they are so pretty and they were worth it. And they're cheaper. It's cheaper to buy UK versions sometimes and have them shipped than it is to sometimes buy the US editions.
Wow.
So
It's interesting. There's like some of the Christmas ones. You look at Sarah Morgan at times. Sarah and I will have this discussion. I was like, I'll look at the UK version and the US, like the US cover's gorgeous in some of them. But I prefer it to the UK. And Sarah's like, no, I prefer the UK ones. But it's true, there are sometimes you find that the UK covers are absolutely stunning. You know,
the grass is always greener.
and
I'm going to tell you,
go ahead.
That's how I started, how I discovered my favorite fantasy author was I was watching Reagan over at Prue's Project.
I love her, yeah.
She was reading, this was like 5-6 years ago, she was reading Robin Hobb. And they're these beautiful, she was reading the UK versions where it looks like an illuminated page of text.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's stunning. I need to get that book because it's just stunning.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, it's a 16-book series. But I'm like, well, it's a trilogy. Like, it's set up of like sub-series. So I'm like, okay, I'll just start with the first one so I can like dip my toes in and it'll be easy to dip out if I don't like it. And I had to get all of the UK versions, like, because it's so
there's no
gorgeous.
dipping in Robin Hobb. You got to read all of them.
No, she's amazing. But now, like, you can find like UK stylized covers at Barnes and Noble, but they just look like a cheap knockoff version of the actual UK covers. Like,
yeah, I mean
know
those.
what the difference
covers,
is.
I don't know, but those covers are beautiful.
Yes.
Are yours easy to? Because just so I know what you're talking about, like when we go to Sprint, can you get one of them and show it next when we come back? Or are they
my Robin Hobbs? Or
yeah. Are they within reach, or is stuff packed up from?
I think one of them is at the top of a bag.
I
know you had a lot going on in your apartment.
Yeah, like I was telling them earlier, I packed up my entire bookcase on Saturday because repairs are supposed to start tomorrow at 8 a.m. So.
And right before I go to the comments, I just want to mention, so Ashley Poston is a romance author as well. She just wrote a book called The Someday Garden.
Yes.
It came out in the US and it was just it's not plain, but it doesn't have the sprayed edges. So I got it from the UK because they had sprayed edges. Yes.
But see, okay, I wasn't going to buy it. And then I saw this sticker that says signed copy.
Yeah.
And so, of course.
But I had to get it because it had the sprayed edges and it's got like the florals on the side. And I was
oh my gosh, now I got to see what it looks like in sprayed edges.
I'll grab it during a spread.
Okay, yes. And grab the Ashley Winstead books too.
Yes, I will. I'll grab those. Let's get to the comments because we've been chatting a little bit. Hey Mary Jo, hello and happy Sunday. Sorry I won't be able to participate, but I have more family in town until I think Wednesday, so just hopping on to hit the thumbs up. See you soon. Thanks, Mary Jo. Have fun with your family. Jill says happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, Jill. She'll be continuing the book tour for Brenda Novak's book group. Amazing. It's so beautiful here in Massachusetts today. I'm sitting outside reading and enjoying the weather. Oh, I am so happy for you.
Nice.
Amazing. Setting some of that cooler, nice weather to Storm and I, and just this way. I think Emily
fresh air here in Central Illinois.
We're all.
Guys, why don't we do a swap? Okay, I'll take some of your hot weather. Okay, and I'll send you some of our cool weather. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Please.
Right about now, when Tuesday is going to be like 102 here.
I know. I just saw that alert, and you had said something to me, and I was like, oh, I haven't checked the weather, and then I was like, oh, we're under a heat advisory. So, yeah. Hey Dina, hello everyone. I'm reading Dear Henry, Love Edith by Becca Kenzer. Esther Jane is reading Cruel Intent #4 of Allie Reynolds by J.A. Jance with the Jance Gals. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
I forgot to mention that again. See, I tell you. We started that today, and I totally already.
Storm.
That's the second time. I'm rainfall.
If you haven't started a Storm, you will catch up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's too hot. Don't blame your brain.
Well, we're only doing so much a day, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah, exactly. And hot weather affects it makes brain fog worse. So you're fine.
Yes, absolutely. Kim says, hey y'all, lunch was salad, sweet potato, corn, skillet, apples. Felt like a veggie plate today. Not in a slump because I want to read, but what? Yes, that is my problem. I have all these books that I want to read, but nothing holds my attention or like sounds good enough to pick up. Does that make sense? So that's
Kim, if you're feeling like that, why don't you do a reread of a book that you really, really love?
Or do
that's what I do. If I tend to go for a book that I really, really love or an author I really, really love, and that tends to just kind of kickstart me again.
I love that.
Or do like a try a chapter. Yeah.
That's what I was try a chapter and see if there's anything that holds your attention.
Yeah.
But I feel that. I hate that feeling. And it's hit me hard this year. I don't know what the deal is. Esther says to Jill, I get it. It's also beautiful here in Central New York too. Well, good. Cajun says, hi, everyone. I'm reading Meatloaf Murder Special, Main Diner #1. We may have storms moving in a bit. Oh, we'll stay dry, stay safe. Yeah. Toya is asking if we're doing scavenger hunts. Not today. That is next week, I believe, Storm, right? What's the scavenger hunt?
I believe it is beach, like the ocean or another body of water or something. It's just kind of a summer.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Anita says, hey everyone, I hope everyone is having a good day today. I'm reading Affairs of the Stake by Julie Heisey. I'm also working on paint by number painting. Ooh, I like it. What number is that one, Elizabeth? Do you know?
I think that's the next. Is that the next one? I know Anita wanted to go ahead and she was ready to read forward.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's set during inauguration, Anita? I think.
If it's the next one, it is. Yes, I know that's.
I'll look it up and see, but I'm pretty sure.
And Anita says to Toya, the scavenger hunt is next week. Yep. And then she says, thanks to Anita. Hey, Angela, hope you're all having a wonderful visit. Oh, to Mary Jo, see you soon. And then she says, lunch sounds delicious to Kim. And then she says, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Angela. I'm not sure if I'm going to be listening to the first Harry Potter book. I'm at 61% or Crocodile in the Sandbank by Elizabeth Peters, Amelia Peabody, #1. One of my favorite narrators, I believe, also does that series. What is her name? Barbara Rosenblatt. I love her. She does the Goldie Bear murder, the Goldie Bear mysteries. She also plays Rosa in Orange is the New Black. So the one that has cancer, do you know what I'm talking about? And has is bald. Anybody watch that show? Okay, well,
I've heard her narrate quite a bit.
Yeah, and I think that she plays Rosa in Orange is the New Black, just in case anybody was wondering. Yeah.
I just looked up Affairs of Stake is #5, so she's already on to number 5.
Wow.
Yeah, Buffalo West Wing is #4.
Okay, Anita. Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Kristen. She says, hello, friends. And Angela says, I think I'm going to make sloppy joes to go with some leftover sides from yesterday's pool party cookout. That sounds amazing. And Angela's saying hi to Kristen. And we're all salivating over Angela's sloppy joes. And Angela says, me too, Cajun. They're quick to make. Yes. And they're good.
How many can't talk about sloppy joes without hearing Adam Sandler singing? Some of you out there, maybe none of you hear, but some of you out there, somebody has to hear Adam Sandler singing sloppy joes, sloppy joes. I'm an SNL fan, so
yes, I know what you're talking about.
I'll have to look it up.
We're of the same generation.
Yeah.
I never watched.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Oh gosh,
I'm in bed before SNL, so I get clips on the internet.
Yeah, you can watch. You can look up stuff on YouTube, and there's even like if you still have a DVD player, they have like best of videos of like some of the big stars. They'll have like their best ones. Like, I mean, there's no one better than Dana Carvey's Chopping Broccoli.
I like all of the old ones.
And he does a great George Bush. In fact, you are such a presidential person. You have to watch like all the different people.
I do like the presidential skits those are good. Yeah. I do watch those clips. Those are good.
Dana Carvey did a great George Bush.
Yeah. And so did Will Ferrell. I liked his George Bush too.
Well, did he do George W. or?
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
Did the dad?
Yes, he did, and then Will Ferrell did Bush Jr. Yep.
Yeah.
Is how do we say that? Mahasan. Hi, I'm reading Cricket House by Agatha Christie. Amazing. That is one Agatha Christie that I have not read. Anybody on the panel read that Agatha Christie?
Nope.
I've read a few Agatha Christie's, not a whole ton.
Yeah, that is on my list. Hopefully you are enjoying it. Hey Susan, good afternoon all. And Cajun says, I hope your mom's doing well, Fiona. And Fiona answered that, yes. Fiona, sorry, typo. No, it's okay.
It's all right.
We knew what you were talking about. Susan said, wonderful to see all the happy smiling faces plus sprinting. Absolutely. Yes. Dash Gal says, hi, glad to see your mom is doing better, Fiona. Looking forward to reading sprints. I've been in the worst reading slump ever. Oh no. Well, hopefully we can find something and cheer you up a little bit for your reading sprints. Kristen says, love those books, Emily.
Thanks.
Yeah. And Cajun says she loves to solve along with the Slagatha.
Yeah, so Gavin will dress up in like if you need to subscribe to Gavin Reads It All.
I think I do, but I just
He
haven't.
is so amazing. Like he will dress up as like a detective, and he does like the solve along where he goes through chapter by chapter with all his theories. He did like a high school musical video. He did like a video where he went to the Scream house and
That's
wrote like a
amazing.
horror movie. And like his videos are like 2 to 3 hours long.
Wow.
They're like full on feature length films. It's impressive what he does.
I'll have to check him out. I think I subscribe. I just haven't.
That's why I don't watch them,
You know.
because that's too much of a commitment.
But, like I just put it on. Like I read it. I watch them in like spurts. Like while
Yeah,
I'm doing
yeah.
chores.
Yeah.
But like his mind is just so creative. I don't know how he does
I'll
it.
have to check him out. Mary says, I'm going to finish Frankenstein and then Dark Entries by Ian Rankin. And I have some Jane Austen July challenges. Oh, and I'm reading The Odyssey 1 or 2 chapters a day. Well, those are some light reading topics.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I am impressed. And I like Frankenstein. It's one of my favorites.
Oh no. Sorry, I don't like Frankenstein. I said it.
I'm not. I like
I'm glad
horror.
people like it.
I like all the like really classic Dracula, Frankenstein. Yeah.
No.
I liked Dracula until the very last paragraph of the book, and then I felt like that last paragraph ruined the book. Like, but I'm a dark romantic. Like I like Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, but Frankenstein is a green romantic. Like green romantics are very much like nature driven, all that stuff. I'm not into like Emerson, Thoreau, Shelley. I like the dark, like psychological stuff. So,
That's fair.
yeah. But I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Nadine says, I'm reading Here We Goat Again by Jenna Rawlings, number 3 in the Zen Goat series. I'm also trying to clean and organize my physical bookshelf. Me too, Nadine. I'm still trying to waffle. I put a poll up on my channel. I'm looking at my shelf about how to organize, and I still have not come to a consensus. I think it's because it will be such a huge undertaking that I don't know. I've been avoiding it, but I need to do something because it is a hot mess.
Mine, I'm afraid mine are author, surname, and in series order.
Fiona, your dreams.
Mine are.
It's
Mine
not
are-
the person that was the high school librarian helper.
You know, mine are. Okay, mine are genre, and within the genre, it's by height, and then it's organized by read versus unread. And then I have a bookshelf of like, here are all the books that I want to read for the year. And then as I read them, I pull them off and then I reshelve them like in order as I've read them during the year.
Oh my goodness.
That's also a good way to do it, especially if you can, like, because I can kind of visualize my shelves and figure out where I have something. So if I could do that way. But I'm also, it's just such chaos. I don't know what way I would be better with.
I have a question for you with you said, and then your series are by height or whatever. So does that mean your series is out of order?
No, because like if it's a series, I won't break it up. Like I try to keep the same size in my series. Mistborn Era 2, I'm ticked off at the UK cover because it was a bigger height than the other ones. But like series I will keep together even if they're different heights. Like my Dresden Files, I've got like paperbacks and like the weird, I have the regular mass market paperbacks and I got like the tall mass market
like Mega Max or something like
that. And then I've got like some trade paperbacks and I've got hardcovers, that kind of thing. I'm like, it's a series, it's staying all in order.
Okay,
Brian Short.
But I'm probably going to reorganize, given the fact that my biggest bookshelf is now all in bags in my kitchen.
Yeah,
I like this is the time to like, okay, let's reorganize. So
yeah. On that note, we are already at 33, so let's go into a sprint. Sound good? And then we can pick it up when we get back.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna read till the top of the hour, and
if I pop off, guys, I will see you next Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Good luck with the eye drops.
Oh, I've got them down to fine art now, which is good.
Yes, it's just doing it. Yeah, it's
just doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. So happy reading, everyone. I will see
Happy
you in
reading.
about, I don't know, 27 minutes. So happy reading.
Happy reading.
How did everybody do? It looks like we lost Fiona, but gained a Sarah. So, hey, Sarah.
Hey, ladies. Sorry I'm late.
No worries. No worries. How's it going? What you reading? What you up to? We'll start with Sarah and then we'll go around.
I was taking Garrett to work, which is what took me a while because he's working today. And I am reading, finishing up my Christmas read for the Christmas in July, 12 Slaves of Christmas by Jacqueline Frost.
Nice.
So I'm giving that one a reread. I'm almost done.
Nice. How's your cross stitch project? Your summer wing cross stitch project? Have you worked on it?
I just started it because I just got the fabric in the mail on Friday. So I've got a new summer weed. I've got to post it in your Discord.
Yes.
The full picture from the Witchy Stitcher.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take it out so you can see because I've just got the witch started. Well, not the witch, the ghost. It's like a witch. So he's actually going to be holding a watermelon.
Amazing. I love it.
It's adorable. It's going to be adorable because I got from a dyer. I bought cross stitch fabric. Isn't this gorgeous?
Perfect.
It's like
I
a
love
green.
it.
So yeah.
That would be a great for. I love the creature from the. Is it the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Right.
And I love that like green. That would be perfect for that.
I'm gonna have to find something really good for it.
Yeah. The Witchy Stitcher. I think it's the Witchy Stitcher that does it. But there is somebody, and I think it's on. Oh, it's a UK shop, and I am very tempted to get it, but I'm not going to buy it anytime soon. But it would be for next year, and it's like a calendar, but it's ghost doing things, and like every month of the year there's a little ghosty. It's diamond painting.
Oh, that's cool.
And it does like it's a ghost who does different things. So either like holidays or like doing something. So
I love it.
It's on my list, but you have to pay tariff and all that, and that's fine. But like I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm not ready to make that commitment yet. We will see. Emily, how'd you do? We'll go now. We'll go round robin.
Good. I got to page 320, so I have 14 pages left in my book. I was trying to finish the chapter. That's why I was like, still reading while you and Sarah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We get it.
How about you, Storm?
Just now, while Sarah was talking and everything, and I was still listening, I finished my book.
Yay! We'll do fireworks at the end because I never know how to push buttons.
We Wish You a Murderous Christmas by Vicki Delaney, which is the second book in the year-round Christmas tree series. So
amazing.
That's my Christmas mystery. So now I did a romance and a mystery. I'm done.
And I feel like Storm gets extra points because it's not the first in a series. It's number 2, right?
I told myself, I said I had to I reread the first one last year for just Christmas time. And I'm like, I have got to get to the second one because I'm not rereading the first one again after I've forgotten it. So.
Right?
I've done that. Yeah. Well, extra congratulations to you. So that's extra good.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, what you got?
I read a chapter in Secret in the Stitches. It was really good. The quilt restorer, she was like all cozied up with a book, and her neighbor just like walks in. Apparently she knocked, but she didn't hear. Her neighbor walks in and thinks that she has discovered that her house was a station on the Underground Railroad because they found like an underground, like a basement room, like a secret room, and there was an old quilt in there. So she's bringing the quilt for her to look at. So that's how it started. And I made myself a cup of coffee. I also had an apple and peanut butter, and now I'm good to go.
Amazing. I love it. I love a good apple and peanut butter. I got a couple pages read in the spell shop. I'm gonna start this one, like keep going on this one. I pulled the 2 Ashley Winstead. So this is the UK cover. Let me see if I can really quick pull up the US just so you guys can see, because it is definitely different. Yeah, I have it right here. Let's see. Share screen. So that's the US. This is the US edition.
Oh, all right.
So, okay. So everybody see it? That's the US edition.
That's still really pretty.
Well, it is, right? And then this is the UK edition, right?
That's
the second book looks like this.
The US edition?
This is the U.S. and the U.K. It's the same. It's the same.
Oh, okay,
It
okay.
makes no
So-
sense.
right?
It
So, like,
needs to match.
this matches, and it makes sense. Like, it looks good, but the flowers would look great by themselves, like if that was the book cover. But I think this looks so much better, and I usually don't really care. But this one I
Yeah.
did because I liked both of these. They're political romances, and I just really liked the covers. I thought they were so much better. So
Yeah, and that's weird that they both went for the same cover on the second one.
right, that's what I
Yeah.
also thought it was weird. She was like, I don't know. We were talking about it last night. She was like, I have no idea. And then we were surprised when the publisher didn't go back and republish the first one to match this one, because they will do that occasionally. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
They'll do that. So that's that. And then I wanted to just show, so here's the Someday Garden, but then here's the
Ooh.
sprayed edges.
Yeah.
So, and it was
Yeah.
cheaper. So
So here's the Robin Hobb books that are the UK.
Oh,
edition.
you found them. Good.
So this is
Oh, those.
the
Okay.
first one, which
Yeah.
is Assassin's Apprentice. And then this is the 7th book in the series, but the first in the Tawny Man trilogy, which is
Yes,
full
I
of-
have seen those. I just wasn't. There's so many different editions.
my favorites.
I wanted to visualize the ones you were
yeah,
talking
I like
about.
those.
And
yeah.
then that's the last book of the series.
Ooh,
I
that's
know.
pretty.
Isn't that stunning?
Mhm.
It is
Yeah, that's really good.
nice.
I like that.
And then
We're digging those out.
did I also just order earlier this year I ordered Illumicrate is doing the Farseer trilogy.
Mhm.
And then if you ordered the Farseer trilogy, you were invited to pre-order the Live Ship Trader trilogy this past week. So did I just order those as well by Illumicrate? Yes, I did. I was like, I can't believe I'm spending this much money on 3 books. But I was like, you know what? I don't travel. I don't have children. I have very little things that I spend my money on. And this is something that's going to bring me joy.
Treat yourself.
Yes.
Let's see what everybody else is up to in the comments. Dash Girl wants to know if anybody signed up for the Net Galley camp. Just curious, they were giving away a lot of books from different genres for a limited time. See, I've done that in the past, and I didn't think about it because they didn't really do a giveaway, so maybe that's new this year.
I never heard of the Net Galley camp.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you get anything yet?
Yeah, you pick something. You get to pick
Yeah,
a single
It's
book.
on the read now.
They're all read now books.
Oh, okay, got it.
What is Net Galley camp? I've never heard of this.
All they want you to read
go ahead,
one
Sarah.
by the 13th of August. Read and post like the book that you've picked. You need to read and post your review for it before the 13th of August, I think is the date. And then you get a badge.
Oh,
I
That's
got
all it is.
Gingerbread Bones by Lindsay Wovice or Wovis. It's a young adult thriller horror romance.
Ooh,
It sounded kind of cool, and it was set in a camp type place or something.
I love that for the summer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that one up.
I
And it had a
picked,
really cool cover. So
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't, to be honest, I didn't see a lot that was appealed to me, but I picked the Christmas Yes List by Melissa Ferguson, the one who
Oh,
wrote,
mhm.
you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's a read now as well. That's the one that I picked.
She's got, I don't know if I would consider it a cozy mystery necessarily, but she just published one and I cannot think of the name of it's something about a clue and it's got a boat on the cover,
Oh, Get a Clue or something like that?
something like that. And it's supposed to be really cute, but I haven't read it yet. So, Cajun says to Nadine, are you liking it? I love that series. Cajun asked Elizabeth, do we know if the guideposts come in ebook? We kind of answered that a little.
Well,
We don't know. Go ahead.
I just looked up. I just went on my phone on my Kindle app and just typed in guideposts. They also have other types of books too, like inspirational stories and stuff that are not the mysteries. But it looks like from just what I have gone through, like the first several, they do have some of the newer series. I don't know if the older ones are there. It looks like the Amish ones are there, and there's some of the newer ones. So it's probably hit and miss at this point. There are some, but they probably are not all available. That would be my my
Got
guess.
it.
I haven't like scrolled through the whole list.
Yeah.
Because but it looks like there's quite a lot. There's a series called the Gift Shop Mysteries. Those appear to be on there on Kindle. Not necessarily unlimited, but actually these are those are unlimited. Kindle Unlimited. The Amish ones are on there. I don't know if the entire series is, but it looks like that quite a lot of them are. There's a Mysteries of Blackberry Valley. Those are there. So
the one that I read by the Annies or whatever, it's
Yeah.
on KU and everything too.
Yeah.
okay.
And so, yeah, I was going to just say that some of the Annie's is also on ebook. Not all of them, but there are some on. And they're also on audio if you're an audio person. Not all of them again, but there are some on audio.
There's
Yeah,
one
I
called
see it.
Mysteries of Cobble Hill Farm. Those look good. So yeah.
So yeah.
And those are just guideposts. So in answer, yes, there are some.
Yeah. And Nadine says to Cajun, it might be my current brain, but I'm not liking this one as the first two, still enjoyable, but I like and enjoy Paul Charles's writing style. Jill says I've seen guideposts on Facebook. And Mary says to Angela, I love that Amelia Peabody series. Yeah, that's one that's on my list of
So I really liked it until her son got to be an adult, because when he was a kid, he was like the best character. But when he grew up, I just like lost interest. Like, I don't know. He was, and I guess, like for the same reason, like you'll have a TV show when the kids start getting older,
Yeah.
they'll bring in another child to kind of have that child factor.
Yeah.
So yeah, they needed I mean, maybe there will be one introduced. I didn't get past like book 10 or something, maybe 14. But yeah, I like the character though of Amelia.
Yeah. Agent says, Nadine, I can see that. I do like her writing too. Mary says, Elizabeth, who's the writer of the Quilt series?
It's a multi-author series. Book 1, I think, is called Family Patterns, and it's by Kristen Eckhart.
Okay.
That's the first one. But there's 27 books, I think, and there's probably at least 15 to 18 different authors.
Amazing. Yeah. Something like Annie's too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jill says Barnes & Noble has guideposts, so we could pass that on to Fiona and let her know. Maybe she can look at like Waterstones too and see if that is, because they're owned by the same company. So
really?
Yeah, I believe so now. Waterstones and Barnes & Noble. Maybe I misspoke, but I thought that or at least they had the same CEO. Maybe that's what it was. There's some kind of connection between Waterstones and Barnes & Noble now.
Okay, cool.
Amy said, hi, everyone. I'm still reading Mail Order Marriage by Margaret Way and listening to Unruly by David Mitchell. Nearly done with the audiobook. Well, hopefully you will finish that tonight. That sounds good. Kim says, I'm finding some guideposts on Amazon, some KU. So just find what you can and try one and see and let us know if you like it. Susan says, Elizabeth, what is the name of the quilt book? Yep. I think we got it.
The first one is called Family Patterns.
Perfect.
Okay.
Susan says, oh, thanks to Kim. I'll have to check out KU for them. And Susan says, I love Sarah Beth Thirst. Your Chimes is amazing and outstanding. Okay, you guys have convinced me. Between the guys on the panel, my friends on the panel, and then people in the chat, I'm gonna keep reading. I like it so far, but I only got a couple pages in.
So they are not, Barnes & Noble does not own Waterstone, but they're both owned by the American hedge fund Elliott Investment Management. Sorry,
I knew that there was a connection. Okay. Is it the same? It might have been the CEO of Barnes & Noble was something. There's another connection, but yes, thank you. I knew there was something. Some kind of connection between the two.
And the name of this series is the Patchwork Mysteries. Just for FYI.
Yeah. Cajun says the UK usually has better covers and titles. Sometimes the titles are changed too. I usually like the UK better.
Yep.
Susan says I was blessed with an ALC. Amazing. She says 1,000,000 stars.
Well, I don't know what that is.
Advanced listener copy.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Kim says you're welcome to Cajun. I've got to get my KU read so I can add more. I think you can get to 20 if you've got more than 20. If you've got 20, you have to return them. I think is what it is, the limit for KU. Amy says yay for AC to Susan. Dash Girl says, does Blackwell ship to the US? Yes, they do, and they do free shipping. I'm curious if shipping is expensive. If they do, a bunch of the editions are stunning. Nope, Blackwell's free shipping to the US. So
That's why I miss Book Depository. They were phenomenal for that.
yeah,
They ship worldwide for free.
Don't tell me things like that, because now I'll get on Blacklist.
that's where I get my Janice Howlett books, because you can't get them in the US. I get them from Blackwell.
Somebody was super nice and got me the second book in the middle grade.
Oh, you have the second middle grade one?
Yeah, but I don't know who got it to me. It's in my book haul that I did. I got it sent in the mail, but I don't know. There was no note, so I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Mystery.
Is Book Depository not a thing anymore?
Oh, they've been gone for years.
Amazon bought it and then dumped it.
I did not know that.
For competition, they bought it.
I was so mad because I got so many of my UK covers from there for a relatively reasonable price.
Yeah.
And Fiona answers, to Dash Gal, Blackwell is shipped to the US, and so as does Waterstones. Yes.
I've ordered from Waterstones.
I have not, but I'd order from Blackwell. Is cool. Enough. And
I think World of Books is a UK based like thrift books. Also, I found some editions there too.
Yeah, nice. Kim says, I may try Agatha Christie or Nancy Drew. Well, that's a nice choice.
Good choices.
Cajun to Storm will be light, soft green, but not exactly
cyan.
For next month. Oh, she's talking about the
Lavender for next month.
Okay,
I put a color in there to show kind of what it could be.
Oh, okay.
I was trying something different, so I just did a picker wheel because I'm like, we always do the basic red, yellow, blue.
I love that idea so much.
So I did the picker wheel, and then I copied the cover because it was like a light cyan or whatever. So light soft green would probably work.
Cool. Because I was just like, why are we talking about colors? That makes more sense. Okay, I'm back on the same page.
I gotta tell you a funny story that relates to cyan. So years ago, at one of the schools I was at, I had a student who's like, "Yeah, my favorite color is cyan." And I'm like, "Huh?" Because I knew what the color was, but I'm like, this is a kid who like hated school. Like he had a behavior plan where we had to search him because he would come in with drugs. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, cyan. It's spelled C-Y-A-N. I'm like, who are you? Like, it's that kid who doesn't like research different colors, right? And so I was like, okay. So every time I hear that word cyan, I think of that student.
That is also a character in the White House Chef Mysteries.
It is.
What? She's one of the assistant chefs.
It drives me crazy because it's a character name, and in my head, I want to pronounce it Cheyenne.
Oh, yeah.
My stepdaughter's name, even though I know it's completely different, but because it's her name, I read Cheyenne when I'm reading it, right? You're reading it quickly?
Yeah. Makes sense.
And then she's asking if shipping is expensive. Again, Blackwell's is free. So I think Waterstones, there is a shipping.
There is. I'm sure I paid shipping from Waterstones.
Yeah. Esther Jane says, "Oh, Storm, the good thing is there's not many chapters, and I didn't start early. I started this morning and have 1.5 chapters left."
Good for you.
Yeah, well, we had the prologue and 4 chapters today, so if the prologue wasn't very long, then that probably helped out too. You never know on those. Sometimes they're as long as a chapter, and then sometimes they're like a couple of pages. But I had to finish the mystery first because I was like at 90%, and now I can go ahead and start listening to the Cruel Intent.
Good.
For any fellow Canucks on the chat or in the whatever, it's also shipping is included to Canada as well, and the prices are given to me in Canadian dollars on Blackstones or whatever it is. Blackwell's.
Yeah.
I may or may not be adding to cart currently. So
good news regarding shipping in general in the U.S. Shipping books. Media mail has gone down a little bit. That never happens. It's not a lot. It's like a few cents, but I'm like, whoa, what in the world?
That's nice.
Things prices never go down.
I know, right? That's funny. Anita says to Elizabeth, Affairs of the Stake is not the next one, but the next one after that. Yeah, we established that one. Anita says, I found out that I had to read the next one. I found out that I had read the next one that was in the series. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
So you went ahead and because she reads things out of order sometimes. So
yeah,
she just went ahead and went to the one after. Yeah, gotcha.
And then Carmen says, Sloppy Joe.
Yay! Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe.
Oh
You can YouTube look that up on YouTube. Adam Sandler singing Sloppy Joe. I think it had to do with the lunch lady, because he would do this bit about the lunch lady and what what she would serve. It's funny.
Kat says, hi everyone, I'm reading The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. That is on my shelf. I love her books. Have you read the other? I think she's got 2 other ones that are like similar, or is that the second one?
The Unmaking of June Farrow. Then she's got, oh god,
I'm thinking of The Sea of Unspoken Things. That's the one I need to read. But I've read The Unmaking of June Farrow and I really liked it. And then I liked the other one that she wrote.
There's one. Spells for Forgetting.
Yes, that one was really
good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then there's another one. Something Things. Did you say that?
Yes. A Sea of Unspoken Things. That's
Okay.
the new-ish one. And then she's got another one coming out, I think coming out this month or next. I don't know. It's coming out soon.
Oh.
I really like her adult books.
Yes.
Anita. Fiona, says Dashka looks like the cost shipping is included in the book price. Yes. And Kim says, I didn't watch SNL after the first 5 years. I love Gilda Radner. I don't know the original cast as well.
Yeah, she was she was married to somebody like Gene. She married to Gene Wilder?
I think so.
I want to say.
She's old school.
But oh my goodness, Kim, like what? I know you and I are the same age. When I was in college, those were, to me, the best SNL years. It was Mike Myers and Dana Carvey, John Lovitz. Oh my goodness, Phil Hartman. They were just so
I didn't realize she passed away in 1989.
Oh
yeah.
man.
Yeah, she died.
The year I was born.
Yeah.
And Canadian.
She was Rosanna Dana.
Well, she was born in Detroit, but she lived a good number of years in Canada.
Canada.
Oh, okay.
I love it. Cajun says, I think the heat and the storms are affecting people's reading. So many people seem to be slumping or slumpy-ish lately. Yeah. Yep. Cajun says, true, I don't watch the Gavin in videos in one setting, but he is so funny. You guys, again, influencing me. I love it.
So
I'm usually the one that's the bad influence on everybody else. This is a nice to have the tables turned on me tonight. So thank you for that. And Mary says, I love Gavin Reads It All, especially the Halloween series. Ooh, you're speaking my language. I love me some fall and Halloween. Cajun says, when I had physical books, it was the author's last name and series. If they had more than one order series came out, then series and book order. Nice. I need to figure something out, but that's another good option. Esther says, I'm laughing about book order. I have no bookshelves as I own not one book. It is okay.
You don't even own one book? Wow.
That makes me so sad. But the libraries are a good thing.
Or if you're a digital reader too, like, we lost.
She can't read them no more. The prints, it's not big enough or whatever. So there's probably no sense in having them. She probably thinks.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Well, when Emily pops back, we'll put her back on.
And me, on the other hand, I'm like, I can hardly read this, but the cover's so pretty, so it can.
I know, right?
Really pretty.
I need one for my shelf, my trophy shelf.
Right.
Kim says, I'm like Fiona, author then series order, but right now I have one bookcase and then a huge linen closet that is a mishmash. And then I have a lot of bags, boxes, and stacks. Kim, that is my language right there. I have everything everywhere.
Bags, boxes, and stacks.
Yep. Totes and totes my goats everywhere.
Sorry, I accidentally closed myself out.
Oh, no.
I thought so. So I was just like,
to bookmark Blackwell's website because I'm like, I must now have this bookmarked because I have to remember because I'm not going to remember it.
Yeah,
and it's shipping, and I'm like, I need to bookmark it, and instead of hitting the bookmark, I clicked back.
Yeah, it's okay. I figure that's what happened.
It's a very easy thing to do.
Yes, it is. Kim says, I need more bookshelves, but not sure where they would go. And then someone to help me sort them all. If you know anyone in your life that's a librarian, they love to come over and help you organize shelves. So,
or someone who likes to organize. Like I have a friend in the suburbs. I mean, she lives 2 hours away, but like she started an organizing business, and so she'll go into people's homes and organize their homes for them.
mm-hmm. If I could, I think Elizabeth is my newest organizational guru. So I got a friend over here that organizes. She just doesn't need to organize me, but I listen to her organize, and then I get inspired to go organize myself.
Yeah, I'm no expert, but I'm just doing it, so I talk about it.
Cajun says to Esther Jane, when I first got a Kindle, I tried doing the same sorting with folders and soon realized that it was just craziness and just went with unread and read. Yes, Cajun. I don't know. There are people out there that have a whole system on their Kindle organized.
I tried that too, and it did not work.
It's overwhelming.
I don't even have them in read and unread.
And I was going to say, Stormy, that's one above what I even do.
Yeah, nothing.
I'm trying to organize. Like I went to town when I first got my Kindle years ago and just got like, it was free. I'm going to get it. And now I'm like, I have thousands of books that I'm never going to read. So I'm trying to slowly like delete, but I've got like a category for all my Noelle Adams books because I love her. And then I've got like books that I bought when I was in seminary. So that's in a category. And then I've got like Beth Moore books. And then I've got like cozy mysteries and I've got romance. So like, it's organized by genre, and then I've got like 1,000 that are just not sorted yet.
Yeah,
I haven't had a chance to.
I do have a spreadsheet where I log every Kindle book that I've purchased. So if need be, I can search the sheet. I was super bored in the hospital. Okay, like
yeah.
Actually, send my Kindle library over to you when you were in the hospital.
I could have opened a little business and just kind of done, digital organization I can do all day long. Don't ask me to organize anything else around here.
What were you gonna say, Elizabeth?
Oh, I said I don't even have 100 Kindle books.
Oh, good God!
Wow.
What?
The last time I counted, I had like 65. And
get out of here!
A handful. I just don't read much on my Kindle, but I did get Kindle Unlimited last year, so I've been reading the Garden Girls mysteries, the Hope Callahan books.
Mm-hmm.
I don't read a lot on my Kindle either, but I probably have like 3,000.
I know.
No, I just because I know they're not my go-to. The ones I go and look for are like the little novella, like 0.5 novellas. Like if I'm trying to read a whole series and the only place there's like a novella available, I'll go and look it up. Yeah. But, I'm just not a Kindle reader.
I own
a little bit.
2,500 on my Kindle, and I probably own another 1,000 on my Kobo. So,
oh my goodness!
So I was wrong. I only have 857 books on my Kindle, but 778 of them are unread.
Wow!
But how many of them do I still really want to read? I don't know.
And I did do a purge a while ago.
Yeah, I'm slowly. I started doing that a while ago, and then I just stopped.
I cannot tell you. I will be shamed. I cannot tell you how many I have on my Kindle.
My problem is I'm hesitant with buying Kindle books.
No shame.
No, there's no, Elizabeth.
No, there is
this
no
number. It is a shameful number. I cannot tell you.
I just hesitate with Kindle books only because you don't actually own the book.
Right.
And Nook
I'm not going to say anything.
Well, Nook went through a thing where a lot of people lost the rights to their books.
I have never heard of that happening.
Yeah, that happened. And then
really? I don't know.
I'm also like, what if I don't like the book and then I spent the money on a digital book? Whereas like if I get the physical book, I can at least then resell it and make some money back.
Well, I don't know. Like people said that you can't, if you're not signed up for Audibles, that you lose your library. But I've been listening to my Harry Potter books off of there.
That is absolute crap because there are books that you can no longer buy on Audible that I still have, that I purchased. That's why I said, I mean, I still have them. So I've got books on my Kindle that they don't sell anymore because the author has taken them off. I still have access to them. I don't, and I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I think some of the stories are because people don't like digital.
It may just vary case by case too.
Yeah, that's too. True. And you do, I mean, I don't personally have the problem of my book being tampered with, but I've heard, but like when you do buy a digital book, it does say you are buying the digital license for it.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that. Yes.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm not saying anything.
I know,
Either side, but I'm just saying, like, I do know that, but that's all I know. So I don't know.
And it doesn't bother me because I could lose all of those books in that room in a flood tonight.
Mhm.
Right. I mean,
your everything
correct.
is
Either
nothing
way.
is permanent, is what I'm trying to say.
Correct.
And for a lot of people, Kindle makes more sense because it's easier to read on.
Correct.
It's easier to be all the things, right? Nothing's perfect.
On that note, I am going to because we are chatting away about organization, all this stuff, and I got more comments, but we're gonna take a break and we're gonna read and then we'll come back. So pause all your thoughts about book organization or anything you got going on, but
we're gonna pop off because it's like super hot. So.
Okay.
Oh no, Stormy.
Cool storm.
Hi, Storm. Oh, wait, before you go, don't press your buttons. Who's hosting tomorrow?
I think Sarah, right?
Yes, it would be me. Yes, because I'm yes. Okay, that solidified it. I'm not taking the bus in tomorrow. I'm driving. All right, I'll be hosting tomorrow.
And then also, Storm, do you have anything coming up on your channel before you leave?
Well, I just put a book haul up today, and then I have my middle grade Monday and 2 on Tuesday, and weekend review on Wednesday.
Amazing. Okay, that's all I wanted. I wanted to make sure you got to like say that before you left. So yeah. So we will see you hopefully tomorrow.
Yep. Hopefully it's not too hot.
I know. Good night. Good night, Storm. Bye. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Ooh, now
there was 4.
Now I'm up at the top row.
I know.
My goodness,
that never happens.
So we are going to read till the top of the hour. So happy reading, everyone. Get some good reading in, and we will talk to you in a little bit. How did everybody do? Looks like we're down to 3.
Pretty little monkeys.
I know.
I wasn't sitting here for most of the time because I remembered I needed to reboot the laundry. And when I got to the laundry, I thought I was just going to put clothes from the washer to the dryer. But there was a load in the dryer that needed to be re-dried and fluffed. And so, long story short, I got everything rebooted, a new load started, and the clothes from the dryer folded and put away. So that was good. I also listened a little bit while I was doing that to a book I didn't mention earlier. It's Becoming Madam Secretary, Stephanie Dre, which is really good. I think I'm about 50% in. That was my book club book for this past week, but I didn't get to go, so I didn't rush to get it read because I knew I wasn't going to be able to go.
Yeah.
And then I just came back and sat down and picked up chapter 2 and just read like 4 or 5 pages of that. So
nice.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah.
I finished Vengeance of the Pirate Queen.
Yay!
So I was updating my book journal, and then I need to submit it for points for the Comic-Con readathon, and then I'll have to update my spreadsheet.
Good.
How about you, Blake?
I decided to start going through my Kindle library, and I read a chapter in Spell Shop. So, yeah, and I moved a fan closer to me on the couch because I'm warm over here. But yeah.
So it's weird to not have you diamond painting while you're doing.
I know, right? Yeah, I haven't had a chance. I mean, I did a little bit yesterday, but I had an event last night, and so yeah, I haven't had a chance to do any kind of crafting. So I'm itching to craft. So that's probably what I'll do tonight when I'm done.
Well, on one of the sprints, I went in the kitchen. I overheard my husband talking to his dad. They usually have a regular conversation on Sunday afternoon, and he was telling his dad that we were going to work in the garage tomorrow. So I guess we're going to work in the garage tomorrow. So I'm hoping I'll find my diamond painting that I was talking about in the Monster chat, because I know there's one out there somewhere. So
yeah, you'll find it, and we can.
I haven't even started. It's just the canvas and it's just the kit. So I'll probably will need your expertise. I'll be afraid to start it. So.
No, it'll be fun.
I'll ruin it.
No, I know. That's my friend Jassy. She lives in Texas, and she reads a lot of cozy mystery. She's got an Instagram, but we were talking about diamond painting, and she was like, I don't know, I got one, and I'm gonna do the one my mother-in-law gave me first, because like I gave her one for Christmas, and she goes, I'm gonna do that one first because I don't want to ruin the one you gave me. And I'm like, you're not gonna ruin it. It's fine.
Does it come with extra diamonds in case you drop some or lose some?
It should, unless in some crazy world it doesn't, but most of them do. Yeah, you'll have leftovers. And then I have a big baggie full of leftovers because I was trying to figure out what to do with all my leftovers today because my jar was full. So
you could design your own art.
I'm doing a book bedazzling event at the bookstore next Saturday, but I had to buy like a kit because I used all like the little boats and pens that come with my kits, and I'm donating those and like using those for the program. But I don't like sort my beads when I'm done, so like they just all go in like a pile. So like I had to like buy like legit, the little drills because I can't sort those. I would go insane. So
you can also like put them in a big old jar, assign like a color, like a genre for a color. So like yellow is like, I don't know, nonfiction, green is science fiction, right? Whatever. Yeah. And then just like pick a bead and be like, okay, it's purple, so now I got to read a classic.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah.
Like a TBR jar.
TBR jar. I like that. I might have to be creative with that. I'm going to noodle on that. That was a good idea.
Every now and then I have good ideas, but not all.
Well, I mean, I think we all do. And then we're like, oh, that's stupid. But sometimes when we say them out loud and share them with other people, we're like, oh, that's a good idea, So let's see what my friends in the chat are up to. Cajun says, I can search on my Kindle and find something, but with my physical, some kind of order was helpful. Yeah, and I've realized if you get too many on your Kindle, if you've got a Kindle Paperwhite, it's almost impossible to like search on your Kindle Paperwhite. So I usually use my iPad. search for it to like figure out if I have it, and then I know that I have it, and then I can go and download it on my my Kindle Paperwhite. It's easier to like if I want to sort or like organize my library, it's easier to do it on my iPad in the app than it is to actually do it on my actual Kindle. I've just noticed that recently. And Nadine says, I organize my physical books by alpha by author. Books I've read mostly get unhauled. I think it's all about finding a system that allows you to find a book easily. Yes. And so my chaos, I can pretty much find a book pretty easily in my chaos, but then it just gets overwhelming because it's chaotic. I don't know. So I have to figure out what works best.
I have so many that I end up organizing mine kind of just by how they will fit on the shelves. But I do have, like, I have basically books in every room. So
yeah,
I have different genres in each room. Like in the living room is my Christian fiction on one shelf, and my vintage books are in another, and my women's fiction, I have cozy mysteries on one shelf. So it's kind of,
that's
like
kind of how
middle grade is one shelf.
Yeah.
That's kind of my mass chaos.
But within that, the only ones that I've ever tried to organize by author is the cozy mysteries, because they're stacked 3 deep in this really deep shelf I have. So I have to try to keep like, so that I kind of know, okay, I know that the A's are in that back corner. So I have to pull off,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I get that because my cozies are stacked 2 deep at least. And so it's trying to figure out what. Yeah. So
it's because the shelves I have them on are not really meant to be bookshelves. They are metal, like industrial kind of shelves that my father-in-law gave me, but they hold a lot of books. It's just that they're not really meant for books. So I can literally get 3 deep for cozies.
Stacks,
like the mass market paperbacks.
Yeah. Susan says, listening to an ALC of First Sign of Danger by Kelly Armstrong, resuming at 6%. That's fantastic. I love a good ALC. Nadine says, I used to want to collect books, but not anymore. I also don't care if the series all has different covers or size differences. I buy used books, and I like having a hodgepodge look to my shelves. I love that for you. That's how
Nadine has even bought some books from my eBay store.
I love that. Yay, Nadine.
Yeah, you bought some Georgette hair. I hope you don't mind me telling them.
Well, no, I mean, I can't speak for Nadine, but I'm excited that she bought some books from there. That's great. Esther Jane Cajun says, I do Libby from the library in Hoopla. Yeah, we figured you were a power library user, Esther Jane. Nadine says, smart, that's my goal. Few physical books and all the Libby Hoopla books. And then Esther says, I can't read even large print, and I don't buy books. And then having digital books for people who are even having trouble reading the large print is fantastic. So that is amazing. Cajun got to 34%. I get tripped up. Yes, thank you. I get tripped up on the username. Yeah. I read 20 pages. Amazing. 29% for Anita, and Angela got to 68%. Good progress, guys. Brian says, hey everyone, my inner book monster has gotten a hold of me, and I'm reorganizing all my books. Oh, we need to send help.
That's the topic of the night.
Brian, if you need help, send a smoke signal from Oklahoma to Missouri, because sometimes you can get buried in those books. So good luck. Carmen said she made it to 60%. You guys are all doing fantastic. Jill got to 178 of the book tour, and Jill saying hi to Sarah. She got to 24% through Unravel Me by Tiara Murphy. Oh, my speaking tonight is not going well for me. You like that series, right, Emily?
I've never read it.
Okay, maybe
It seems like something you would read, Emily.
I know. Okay, so I started reading fantasy within like the last 5 years. And so I feel like I'm making up for a lifetime of reading. I
get it, yeah.
And there's only so many books. And fantasy, we're notoriously known for having 1,000-page books. The series are 16 books long.
Right.
It's really hard to catch up in fantasy land.
Well, and I was having a conversation with authors last night, and we were just talking after everybody left. She was signing stock, and I was just like, I cannot. It just seems insane the amount of, because we're talking about how books just keep coming out, and because we're talking about how September and this fall is going to be crazy for book releases, and how we kind of feel bad for other authors who are releasing their books in October and September and October, depending on who else is releasing books. So, and we were just talking about just the sheer amount of books being published and just having to keep up with them and giving us all anxiety. I mean, it's a good problem to have, but it's also like, if you are a reader, it's just like, it's hard to realize. And, and I know everybody kind of has this thought that you're never going to read all the books you want to read in your lifetime, but just the sheer amount of books that keep coming out, it's like, you can never keep up in a way. It's like, and it keeps getting worse. I think it's just because of COVID, and then they got backlogged, and then now I think there's even more. I don't know. It's just amazing the amount of books being published. And
yes. And the problem with me too is like, I'm not just like I like fantasy only. Like when you like a bazillion, like when you're like, I like fantasy, I like romance, I like cozy mystery, I like sci-fi, I like I like classics. So when you're reading pretty much every single genre, and I don't read horror.
I read horror too, so add that to the list.
I'm not a big horror fan. Like I do have Buffalo Hunters that I want to read, and Japanese Gothic. Like I'm not a big horror or thriller fan. But like when you read everything else, it's like I can't keep up. If I were just like a 1 or 2 genre girl, it'd be a whole lot easier.
It would be easier, and I still feel like it'd be hard, but it'd be easier because I was talking to my really close friend Emily, and she predominantly reads romance, and she'll read like some cozy mysteries and different things, but she predominantly reads romance, and she can keep up with a lot of new releases and books that are coming out, and I admire her. But again, like and that's a good point, because she strictly reads just mainly romance. And so if I was a strictly like mystery reader, I think it would be easier, but it's still so, I mean, then there's the backlist too there's just so much out there.
And romances read faster for me. Like I can fly through a romance book. A fantasy book, I'm gonna be like, I'm reading this.
Yeah, it also depends on what your kind of reads too. Yeah. Let's see.
Well, and also too, the time of day that you try to read. You can go like I used to. My very first booktube that I ever watched was the Gwendolyn reading method, and her method was that she was a super fast reader, but she called, I think she had like level 1 books, level 2 books, and level 3 books. She would read level 3 at night when she like it was easy fluff stuff that she didn't have to think about, and like her level 1 and level 2 books she would read like on her lunch hour when her brain was at high function. So like heavy nonfiction things she would read just a little bit at a time, like in the middle of the day, and the way she could digest it. So I don't know, if you have different things to read, I think time of day can factor in.
Absolutely,
when you try to read different genres too.
Yeah, because if I would like when I was commuting to work, I could not listen to a book in the morning. My brain was just not awake enough to do that. So I would just listen to the radio, or maybe even I could do a podcast because it was usually like fluffy or something, but I could not like concentrate on a book. So, but on the way home, that was fine. But it was literally just my commute to work was just music, because I was like, I cannot do a book right now. I won't remember what I'm listening to. So I get it. I'm going to kind of go through a little bit quickly with the highs. And congrats to Storm from Anita. Congrats to Storm. Jill is loving the sprayed edges. Amy got to 77% talking to my stepmother about visiting her in Missouri. Oh, Missouri, do you say? And Amy says, congratulations to Storm. And Brian says, yes, I think book publishers like making us go crazy with not matching covers. Yes. And Jill feels the same way as Emily. And speak for yourself, Brian. Roxy's chiming in with her and Jill saying hi, Brian and Roxy. Roxy says hi to Jill. Roxy says, I want all the sprayed edges. I don't care if my books don't match. I know she's all about those sprayed edges. I agree. They're beautiful. Kim says rereading Mrs. McGinty, Dead by Agatha Christie by Hercule Poirot. Hope this works. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, Kim. Brian says blasphemy, Roxy. And hello, Eleanor. Hello, Blake in chat. I started reading What Hunger by Catherine Dang this afternoon. Yesterday, I finished Lonesome Dove. Good job.
Yay. What'd you think of Lonesome Dove? Did you like it? It's so
let us
epic.
know. That is an epic book.
Yeah.
I've not heard anything bad about Lonesome Dove. I've heard only positive.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that nothing bad happens, because there are definitely some things.
No, I'm seeing only.
But it is a fantastic book. Yeah.
Yes, I've only heard positive things about the book.
Yeah. Right.
I'm
Right.
not that positive things. It's
And
not.
Brian says hi to Jill, and Roxy says blasphemy is her middle name, which makes sense. And Brian's laughing at Roxy. Roxy says, hi, Blake. Just hanging out in the chat. I don't feel like being on screen, and we'll give you your watch hours. Thanks, Roxy. Jill says, I don't know about Waterstones and Barnes & Noble, but I know Paper Source is affiliated. Yes, Paper Source is Barnes & Noble bought Paper Source. So, yes, you are correct. Kim says, yes, I'm at 20 on KU. Yeah, I didn't know there was a limit until I borrowed all those, and I was like, ooh, I got to return some. Hey Meg, evening all. I'm reading There's Something Fishy About My Boyfriend by Gloria Duke. I have that, and I filmed a suggestions for my summerween for July, and then I think I accidentally deleted it, so I have to refilm it tomorrow. But that was one of them for the colorful cover. So I hope you like it. It's zany. It's zany. Is the best way to put it. Meg said, I've been considering getting Nobody Gets Left Behind by Kalia Kendall. It explores the premise, what if Nanny and Stitch had to travel into deep space together to stay Lilo from the Galactic Federation? Oh my gosh, is that a mashup between Buzz Lightyear and Lilo and Stitch? That's what it sounds like. That's wild. It's only available in the UK or Australia, and I really want the Australian cover, but shipping is a lot, so I might just have to get the UK cover. Yeah, but also check Blackstones. I don't know if they ship like Australian stuff too. I don't know. But I hate that conundrum for you because I understand that. I did love the Pretty Waterstones editions of books, but again, the shipping cost is too much for me right now. I love Blackwell's. Me too. Brian says Lunch Lady Land with Adam Sandler and Chris Farley.
Yeah, I was thinking Chris Farley didn't he play the Lunch Lady? I think he might have.
Yes. Yeah.
Justin
says hello. And Amy says, I'm off the phone now. Plans to visit settled. Amazing. Jill says, I hear you, Kim. I'm the same way. Yes. And Kat says, Sloppy Joe came from the skit Lunch Lady, and he did that with Chris Farley, who is one of my fave. You're going to have plenty of time for rolling doobies when you're living in a van.
Down by the river. In a van down by the river.
Yeah.
I love the lay off me, I'm starving. But it's the models, the Gap. I don't remember what skit that was, but yeah.
I personally loved it when he was Chippendales with Patrick Swayze.
Oh, Patrick Swayze.
Yes.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
Absolute
Meg
classic.
says having a smaller physical collection would be easier on my pocketbook and for organizing, but I like having a good sized collection at the same time. Yes, it is a struggle. We all know too well. You're in good company. Kim says my first job at the school district for 4 years was a library assistant. I just don't have the mobility to do all the sorting and moving and placing. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And you don't realize it until you start doing it. You know, like even in the library, you don't realize how physical that job is sometimes when you have to, because you have to shelve, but it's not just shelving, it's like moving the carts and sorting them and moving the giant boxes that go from library to library. So there's a lot more physical activity than you think sometimes.
People think that working in a bookish job is just reading.
Yeah,
it is
1,000%.
If you're doing it right, you don't have time to read while you're at work. Correct. You are constantly reshelving and restocking and all of that.
I had a guy come up to me once, and I was at a desk, the circulation desk, and he goes, have you read every book in the library? And I listened to him, and I said, no, but I read a lot. And he goes, oh, okay. I walked away. I was like, okay. You get the craziest questions as a circulation librarian. It's wild. Mary said, I've got my physical and my Kindle book sorted by genre. Nice. And Roxy said, I got over 3,000 Kindle ebooks. You're getting closer to my number, Roxy.
I'm going to say 5,000.
What?
5,000 for you.
I'm not going to answer. I told you it's a shame.
This is a judgment. We do not judge.
I know.
What does that mean? We listen and do not judge.
I know you guys won't, but the internet is watching.
The internet will not judge either.
Maybe I'll get courage.
They might, but who
yeah,
cares?
right? See, Elizabeth's like, they will. Oh, did I read this? Meg said I have about 2,000 physical books and I have 4,000 plus digital. I love a good collection. Jill says, as far as I go for organizing between books and magazines, I think I have over 600, but some of them are samples and I should delete my samples. Yes. And then the other thing is, like, when you want to go delete books that you got for free, sometimes I don't remember if I got them for free on like a Kindle deal or if I paid for them. You know what I mean? And so I'm like,
I know. Okay, I'm going to throw this out there. If you don't want the book, it shouldn't matter if you bought it or not. I know I said that out loud.
No,
I'm
no,
just
I agree with that. I need, yes. I got rid of it.
That's so easier said than done. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I just remember Storm saying once that she went through and she got rid of like some of her free books. And I was just like, I don't know how. Maybe she just meant like all the books, like, the ones that she didn't want anymore.
Look, I'm going to tell you. So I still have like a big tote of books that don't fit on a shelf, because one of my bookcases, it's just like a 3 shelf bookcase that I got from Target for like $20 that got wet, and I was like, I'm not gonna bother. Like, mold is a thing that I don't want to entertain.
Right.
So I had those books were displaced, right? But I got rid of 122 books this summer.
Wow.
And it was hard because there were a lot that I'm like, I bought this brand new, and not like from Pingo or from a store, but like I bought this full price, and I'm going, I probably am not going to read it, and it needs to go.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, I have boxes in my dining room right now with the same problem. Like, it's just like, I'm not going to read these. I bought them with the intention of reading them. My taste has changed. I got to make some cuts somewhere. Yeah. I'm going to take them to half price books. I would sell them on Pango, but it's just so much easier just to take them to half price books and just they'll do what they want with them. And
yeah, I did. I still have my Pango shop, and I sold like $150 on Pango.
That's fantastic.
Within like a week.
Yeah.
And then I took the rest to like an independent bookstore in my town, because we don't have a half price books.
No. Yeah, you guys don't.
But the independent bookstore took it, and I got $96 in store credit.
That's fantastic. Which
then I turn around and pre-ordered Sea of Charms and Empire by Sabat Tahir, because Sabat Tahir is an autobiography.
Right. And so then at least you've turned those books that you might not have read or whatever to books that you like, that you're going to like or cherish or keep, that kind of a thing. So yeah, you kind of have to look at it that way. And yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow, especially when they're brand new and you're like, I paid full price for this, but what else do you do? You just got to chalk up the loss. You're never, even if you sell it back.
Right. Or like someone gave it as a gift to me and I was like, oh, I haven't read it, and it's brand new, but it needs to go. Like, it's hard.
Yeah, no, you should be proud of yourself. That's a hard. Elizabeth and I both know that it's a hard decision to make those kinds of choices, and it's a good thing that it's hard, but
and I very rarely ever get rid of a book that I haven't at least tried reading. I will let things go if I've read it or tried it and didn't like it.
Right.
But I'll let it go.
I was more just like, I have repairs now that have to be made.
Right.
And I know that I want to move next summer. Like, I'm done with this place. And if I can get something that's reasonably priced, because we're in a housing crisis where I live, I want out. So I was also looking at it as like, I need to declutter.
Right.
The anticipation of like, I want to be out of here.
Right.
and
Yeah,
dwell
and
on
I mean,
stuff.
and Elizabeth and I both have like houses. We're not living in like apartments, so you're you do have to like keep that
If I
in
had to
mind.
move right now, it would literally take a year.
It would take me longer than that, I would assume. I was really lucky. My parents helped me. Like I was at work. I think I told Elizabeth this once. I was at work when my parents, because they had gotten a U-Haul to do. Like my grandfather's, they were moving him out of his house, and they were like, "Well, Blake's engaged. She's gonna move. Let's just move her." And so my dad, my mom, they all just like loaded. And and then I got home. And I was like, "Where's all my stuff?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, we just moved you. We had all the stuff. We might as well." And I'm like, "Okay."
Oh my gosh.
It was wild.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice. I didn't have to do it, but I mean, they didn't do a bad job. So,
But like
I
you
can't
said, don't you
complain,
still
but-
have some boxes in the basement that they moved that you haven't dealt with yet?
That's the goal. That's the goal
Yeah.
this summer. I got to finish it. So, fingers crossed. Oh, Roxy, stop trying to call me out. I'm not going to answer.
20,000.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm currently reading Savage Bones by Jay Bree, Haunted Queen by Leah Toole, and Steel Princess by Rena Kent, all on KU. Amazing. We love a KU find. Roxy says, "Oh Lord, we could not argue."
Could we not argue? She
Oh,
wants
could
to
we not argue?
just trying to get you stirred up.
I know. Who knows? She always likes to stir the pot. The cauldron, as I like to say. Meg says the majority of my digital books were either free, I won in a contest, or were under a $5 a piece.
Yeah.
I don't usually spend a lot. Me either. Mine are, I was going to say all of mine are $5 or below. If I'm going to buy a book, it's always on sale. I wait for the deals. So I will say that. Jill said, I never lost anything on Barnes and Noble.
Good.
And By the Storm. And Romantic Bookworm says, I'm also maybe starting either Wings of Starlight by Allison Shaft or Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer on KU as well. Both of those, I've read things by those authors and those are good. So I could probably tangentially recommend those. And Meg says By the Storm. And Anita says By the Storm. And Sarah says, sorry, all appear to having internet issues. Talk to you all tomorrow night. Oh, I can't speak.
They're wondering what happened to you.
I know. Exactly. Thank you, Emily. Emily's my translator tonight. I was going to message you and then it got to be, we were still doing Sprint. So Angela said, have a good evening, Storm. Oh no, Sarah. Sorry to hear about your internet. See you tomorrow. Yes, we will see Sarah tomorrow for Sprints. It's on her channel tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
So I have been lost in a world of decluttering. When did Sarah change her channel name?
Recently. In the last,
like 2 weeks ago, a week ago.
I think a week ago.
I feel like she just changed it to reading category romance.
Yeah.
Like, not long.
Yeah, I think that the switch hadn't been that long, but yes, you haven't been in your world that long.
But I also am like, I have hardly been watching BookTube at all.
Oh, I know. I haven't either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. Hey, Amy. Hi, ladies. I'm joining a little late. You're not late. You are just on time when you want to be. But I'm here now, and I'm going to be doing some writing during the sprints. I'm working on the same things from my Substack. Nice. Cajun got to 38%. I'm going to power through some more comments, and then we'll go into sprint. Amy got to 83% and Unruly. Now to switch to a physical book. Nice. Toya got to 77%. You guys are amazing. Anita read about 2 chapters. Jill has 100 pages left. Hopefully she'll get really close tonight. Angela's at 77%. Meg says good night to Sarah. Amy says, hi, Amy. Hi to other Amy. Kat. Hey, Blake, Emily, Elizabeth, and friends in the chat. I'm organizing my reading for the week. Ooh, let me know what you get
Organizing is the key word for tonight.
Mhm.
Whatever you're organizing.
I know. I love it. Meg says, I read a bit more of There's Something Fishy About My Boyfriend by Gloria Duke. Let me know if you like it.
I put that on my wish list.
It looks really cute.
It looks super fun.
Yeah, it's just it, and I'm not gonna like rate it or anything. I'm just gonna read it for fun. And Anita says congratulations to Emily, and yay, Emily.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And hey, Naomi, hello. Just joined the sprint, worked on my book journal and made dinner. Yum, that sounds amazing. And I thought we were caught up in comments. I was like, woo! No, but it's okay. We'll keep going. And Roxy says hi to Kat, and Kat says hi, Roxy. How are you doing, neighbor? Yes, they are kind of close together, I think. Roxy's up to no good, but I am good at it. Yes, she is. I can occur. Roxy says I'm doing good, but being bad. Kat, hope you're doing good and staying cool. Absolutely. Kat says yes, staying inside where it's cool. The humidity is horrendous, so you're being bad in a good way. Absolutely. Roxy says yes, Kat, I am a Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I don't even. And Kat's laughing at Roxy. Danielle says reading the Unmapped.
The Unmapped? I don't know.
The Mapped?
I think she put it later.
Okay, I'll have to check. Hello, Maverick. Meg says I read a variety of genres except for horror and a few thrillers, so yes, it can be hard to keep up with all the books being released that I'm excited for on top of the large amount of books I own unread. Yes. Mm-hmm. And Danielle says The Untapped Sea by Mary Rose Wood. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I've heard of that one. I also don't read much for Westerns. Yeah. I don't read a lot of Westerns unless they're cowboy romance. I read a few.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, as we said earlier, Lonesome Dove is worth reading.
That's what I've heard. And my grandfather had all the first editions of Zane Grey. And those are in my basement, and I don't know if I'm going to ever read them. I mean, I'm not going to get rid of them, but I don't know what I'm going to do with them. And I also have a ton of signed copies of books that I don't want to get rid of either, but like to sell to half price books. Like I'll have to figure out what I want to do with those as well. So it's always
like those are books that I would not sell to half price. I would sell like on eBay or something where you would get, if you end up selling them,
right?
Sell them where you can set the price better and get a more fair.
Right. Well, a friend of mine had a first edition Fourth Wing, and she got $100 from half price for it, but they turned around and sold it for $500.
Oh yeah, I know.
Right. I mean, and she was just and I was like, kind of what happens. Yes. I'm sorry. Like I felt bad, but I was like,
I mean, you're selling something to a reseller, so you have to know that they have to make
money. You're going to mark it up.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. And people will pay for that, especially the first edition with the sprayed edges. Yeah. Anita says, Blake, I know I have more Kindle books than you do. I might not have physical books than you, but my number one electronic books would probably make you faint. Anita, don't make me do this. Maverick said, I sideloaded a majority of my ebooks, but mostly digital. I had to stop hard copies when I ran out of room and they started getting kicked across the floor. Yes, there are, and some of our houses there are piles. So we all understand, I think. Yep.
Like my dad was a big old hoarder and had like just rooms where you could there was a path that you would walk in like some of the spare rooms, but like where he had all of his like records that had been there for like 35 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
When he finally cleared out the house, it was like, the floor was sloped from the weight of all of that stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot. Kat said Gilda Radner was one of the funniest women. Laura says that John Belushi, who was a jerk and famously said women were not funny, ended up loving her and saying she made him laugh more than anyone. Interesting. I like that. Kim says, according to my Fire tablet, I have 1,151 Kindle ebooks or Kindle books. Nice. It's a nice little collection you got. Rachel says she has over 5,000 Kindle books, mostly from Stuff Your Kindle Days or Amazon digital credits. Yeah, and then also if you get those digital credits, you can turn them into like $3 off, which also helps.
I know.
Sales. Meg said she's liking the book so far. Fantastic. She thinks it'll be a great fun book for her, and I could use a book that is on the lighter side. Yes, that's what I am hoping too. And Brian says very much recommend Lonesome Dove. And did I catch up on the comments? What? Okay.
We're here I don't know, Brian, if you've been here the whole time, but somebody else was saying that they had just finished Lonesome Dove.
Eleanor finished Lonesome
You
Dove.
finished
yeah.
it, right? Did you finish
Yeah.
it yet? I know you've been reading it.
I think
I feel like you said you started it over. I don't remember.
I don't remember if Brian finished it. I want to say he finished it, but I don't know either.
And y'all
let us know,
must
Brian.
go ahead and read the others in the series too, regardless of what order you decide, because there's 2 different reading
Have you
orders.
read them all?
I've read them all. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very good.
Nice.
Lonesome Dove is the best, but you should read all of them if you like Lonesome Dove. You did
finish
finish
it in
also.
June.
Awesome. Good job.
So fantastic.
Yeah. Speaking of
Brian.
signed copies, I have a signed copy of Lonesome Dove.
Ooh, that's fun. I like that. That's a prize. That's a good one. That's a good one. So I'm gonna
buy it accidentally too. It came through our bookstore, and I was like, "Oh, I need that," because I had loaned my copy out to a friend of a friend whose dog chewed it up, and so we looked inside, and it is totally signed by Larry McMurtry.
That's
I was
amazing.
like, "No way! Oh my goodness,
that's
so cool."
so good.
If we're speaking of first editions, I have a
Yeah, I don't
first
know if it is.
edition. I have a first edition of Childe Harold's Pilgrimage by Lord Byron, and I have a first edition of Dante's Inferno, the whole trilogy,
The whole trilogy, yeah.
whatever it's called, translated by Longfellow.
Nice.
And I found this.
Is it signed by Longfellow?
No, it's translate he did the translation.
Oh, it's the first edition. Okay, nice.
And I found a signed copy of Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss
Ooh.
for $1 at my library sale. And I was like, what?
Oh my
That's
goodness.
amazing.
I'm guessing you own that now.
I do, of course. Have I read it yet? No.
That's one of those I
Have
haven't
I owned
read.
it for 5 years and not read it yet? Yes.
Same. Why don't we buddy read that sometime? Whenever you get a mind to read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's somewhere in some tote somewhere right now.
Naomi is asking how much longer we'll be sprinting. Probably we'll probably wrap up at 7 my time, so 8. That's the normal time, right? We usually wrap up about 7 Central Time. Yeah. So let's
Eastern Time now.
Yeah, let's do one more longer sprint. So let's sprint till about 6:15. Sound good? 7:15 Eastern Time, and then we'll catch up on comments and then wrap up.
Sure.
Okay.
So one more sprint.
So yeah, this is the last sprint. We'll do about a half-hour sprint. By the time I by the time I stop talking, we'll get about a half hour. So happy reading, and I will see you guys in a minute.
Sounds like a plan.
How did everybody do?
Great. I just finished another chapter in Secret in the Stitches.
Good.
And there was a little newsletter stuck in here. So this series was given to me by, or at least like the first 10 or more of these was given to me by a church friend years ago.
Mhm.
And she had subscribed. And so they came with this little newsletter, and there's like a little note from the author of each one and a little bit about the next book and all that stuff. So
Oh, nice.
anyway, it was just tucked in the book, and I thought, oh, I should read this.
Yeah,
So,
that's nice.
oh, there's even a recipe.
Ooh,
Cheesy
we love a good massive
potatoes.
recipe.
Cheesy what?
Potatoes.
I love that. Emily, how'd you do?
Good. I printed up 2 shipping labels. I sold 2 books on Pango today.
Oh, good.
So I'll pack those up later. And then I got to page 13 in Dead Man's Folly.
Oh, that's fantastic. You're
Sales.
very productive. It is. All of a sudden, it's pouring. I can hear the rain.
I keep thinking one of these days I will try to sell a few books on Pango, but I can't even keep up with my eBay.
I know.
Sit on there.
I tried, but nobody bit. So I was like, forget it.
You tried Pango or eBay?
Pango.
Well, it's like feast or famine on Pango.
I know. That's what everybody says.
And I feel like it goes quickly at the beginning of summer because people are wanting books for summer, and then it goes quickly around the holidays.
Yeah.
But in like the 2 or 3 years that I've sold books on Pango, I've sold over $1,000 in books.
Great.
Which then, of course, I then turn around and buy books. But the last go around, like I made $158, like I said, at the beginning of summer when I purged my books, and that I just shifted to my checking account because I was like, cool, that covers a dehumidifier that I had to buy.
Well, that's good.
What kind of fees does Pango have? Like, how did they make their money?
So they do have a platform fee, and like, so you set the price for the book, and then they'll take out the platform fee and shipping and handling. So like, so how much you make is then after that. But like when you set your price, you can also see like how much you'll make from it.
Well, because a lot of the ones I see are like $1, $2, $5, and that doesn't cover shipping. So, like, does shipping get added on top of that? Because, like, to ship one book, if it's under a pound media mail, that's a little like $4.60.
Yeah, I don't know. Because like I don't put like most of my books are not $1 or $2 books.
Okay.
So most of mine are like between $5 and like $10.
So I feel like the shipping must get added on top of that. But do you have to pay? Do you have to go and pay the shipping, or does Pango take care of that and you just print the label out?
I just print the label. The Pango takes care of the shipping. I just print the label out, package of the book, and take it to the post office.
Nice.
So, yeah. You didn't say how you did during your sprint.
Oh, I was just organizing more of my Kindle books, and I got 2 chapters of Spell House read, or Spell Shop, sorry, and I'm liking it. And Bernard just climbed on the couch, so he's.
Are you doing Spell Shop on audio, or are you reading it?
I have an ALC, like an old ALC from that, and I also obviously have the physical. So I read the first chapter, and then I've listened to the second 2. And I like that. I like doing a mixture. Sorry. Oh, it hit me all of a sudden. I haven't been sleeping well. And so
sometimes it does really help to read the first chapter or 2 in print, because then you can kind of solidify the setting and the characters and all that. Even if you switch to audio, then you kind of have it more of a foundation.
And I've noticed the same thing, but the opposite. So I've also had it where I've listened to it and like really got like hooked, and then I've also then picked it up on physical. So it just depends on the book. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's better. Like I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'll read this, and then I get to it, and then or I pick it up on audio, and then I'm like, oh, I'm hooked, and then it'll like I can do it. So either way, I think works really well. So I agree. Meg used to live in the same town as Patrick Rothfuss, and he would visit often, and he'd come into the local bookstore to sign his books. I love that.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. Jill says she's having dinner of General Tso's chicken and rice. That sounds amazing. Roxy says thanks for the sprints. Blake, good night. Good night, Roxy. Thanks for joining us. Naomi says I'm gonna log off. I have a headache, but the sprint I watched booktube video. I'll feel better, Naomi. We're all, or some Emily and I at least. I think Elizabeth's immune. I think right
That
now.
was
Knock
me
on wood,
last
migraine.
week.
Yeah, I had a pretty bad one too.
What am I immune to? Oh, headaches.
Migraines.
Oh yeah, I don't get migraines. I get headaches, but I'm sure I've never had anything like a migraine.
Yeah,
I had two days in a row last week because I was prepping for a colonoscopy, and like you're so restricted in what you can eat prior to it, and then you're also restricted in what pain medication you can take.
Really?
Yes, because like you can't take any like NSAIDs because of bleeding. Like if they have to remove polyps or things for or tumors to biopsy, they don't want you bleeding. So it's like, okay, what can I take? What can I not take? I don't know.
And I'm immune to Tylenol and Motrin, so I have to take the Aleve or the Advil if I take it.
You can't do Aleve when you're taking a colonoscopy.
I have decided, I don't know if we want to get off on this topic. I've decided I'm never going to have a colonoscopy unless I absolutely have to. I did. There's like another less invasive test that I did where you can like send in a sample. Yeah, I'm like, I'll go that route as long as possible. So I just, I can't imagine.
It honestly wasn't as horrible as I thought it would be.
I've heard just prepping for it is the worst part.
The only thing that was worse for me was like I wasn't having coffee, and then like I said, I got migraines because you're only eating like rice and bread and applesauce and ground turkey. Like that was about it that I ate for 2 days.
Oh wow!
And so like the blood sugar dropped significantly then. So that was what was giving me the headache. Like the liquid diet actually didn't phase me as much as I thought it would. And the prep itself wasn't horrible. Like it wasn't an awful it was just sickeningly sweet because it was Miralax mixed in with Propel. So it was just so like and I just drank like 32 ounces in like an hour. And by the fourth glass I took, I was like, this is so sweet.
Right.
But other than that, it was fine. It was fine. And I'm clean and I don't have to do it again for another 10 years.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So
I'm taking care of my kidneys right now. I started this cran water cleanse kind of thing for a month. And it's like a cup of straight unsweetened cranberry juice with 3 parts water. And you drink 2 of those a day for a month. So I'm on like the 5th day right now. So it's not bad.
Nice.
This is my second bottle today. So.
Good. Pat said she's coming in to hit the like button. She's had therapy today, and the vampire lady visited for blood work at 3:45 this morning. I finished 2 books this morning. Good job, Pat.
Yay.
Pat also changed her channel name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crochet Cozy Mysteries. Cute.
I'll tell you all tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Pat.
And it's so crazy how early they come in for lab work.
I know. And she says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Pat. Angela says, good night, Roxy, Naomi, and Pat. And Mary finished Frankenstein. Yay!
I hope you liked it.
Congratulations. Congrats on the finishes, Pat, from Angela. And congratulations to Mary from Angela. And Angela got to 84%. That's fantastic. Cajun said, this scene looks like the Ranger's cabin in my Park Ranger Adventure hidden object game. Amazing. Yeah, I was just mixing it up. Cajun got to 53%. Nice. Over halfway. Anita got to 44% in Affairs of Steak. I love that.
So Anita, tell us when that one is set. I think I looked it up, but I can't remember. Is there a time frame? Because I know I looked all of them up as best I could, and there was one that I could not determine when it was. I think there's one that's maybe set in the summer, but that one I don't remember. So let us know if there's any indication of when it's set, because I don't want Blake to start reading it and then be like, no, I can't read it.
Nope. Next season, put it aside, make a note. Oh. Nadine said, I have 2 pages left of my book to read, so maybe by the time you get to my comment, I'll be done. LOL. Yay! Pre-yay for you. Jill said, I got to page 210 of 293 of the book tour. You're almost done. And yay to Nadine. Meg said, I started Surrender, 40 Songs, One Story by Bono, and listened to about 5%. I recommend the audio as it's narrated by Bono and has some music played. Nice. I love that when they do their own books. Amy got to page 108 out of 185 in Mail Order Marriage. Great job. Thanks for hosting Sprints tonight, ladies. You're welcome. Thanks for joining us.
So, Amy, is that a historical book or is it like a modern day mail order marriage? I'm just curious because I've read like historical stuff, mail order bride type things. So.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah. Let us know. Amy said, congratulations. I'm pre-A to those who finish or nearly finished their books. Agreed. Kat ate during the last sprint grilled chicken wings, drumettes, and breaded okra. I love okra.
Oh, me too. Love it.
Amy said, I'm working on an article for Disability Pride Month. Fantastic. Kat says, thanks for sprints, lovely ladies. Good night, everyone. Good night, Kat. Anita says, congratulations to anyone finished a book tonight. Agreed. Nadine ended up giving Here We Go Again by Jenna Rawlings 4 stars. Too often I'll finish a book and just don't know what to rate it. LOL. That's how I felt with this one. Yes, go with your first instinct, go with your gut, and I agree. I love it. And I need to read that series. Anita says, so there's no holidays around the events or anything, but it's cold in Washington during the mystery, if that helps. Winter.
Okay, yeah.
It could be a cold front.
Could be,
Well,
but
it could be anywhere.
Autumn. It could be autumn.
November to February.
Swamp. So I don't know. But yeah. Meg said, thanks for the sprints. Oh, thanks for joining us, Meg. Jill said, if you're lucky, Emily, if I'm on the 5-year plan for colonoscopy, I just had one this year, so I'll be 69 or 70 when I need to have another one. Prep is a pain in the tush. Yes.
Literally in the tush.
Yes.
Literally, right?
Literally. So we are caught up on comments. I am obviously I clearly am yawning. Like I need to go to bed at 6:30 this evening. So that's scary. I might try to hold myself off for another hour. Oh, we got a couple more. Anita says, thanks for the sprints, ladies. Have a good night. Be safe. Stay cozy and cool. Hope to see you all soon. Good night, Anita. Good night, Brian. Thanks for the company while the book monster raged in my head and my organizing skills. Well, I want to see a tour. We want to see a shelf tour.
Yeah.
Amy said contemporary mail order marriage, but then they meet before they do a trial run at Living Together. It's by Margaret Way and it's my retro romance read.
Okay, gotcha.
And Angela says, thanks so much for the sprints. Good evening, everyone. You too, Angela. Cajun said, sometimes if I can't decide what to rate, I'll hold my finger between the 2 stars, close my eyes, and click. Nice method. And Kim says, good night, y'all. So I want to remember to do fireworks for people who finished their books. Yay, people who finished. Yay. And does anybody have anything coming up on their channels? Sarah has sprints tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to do more reading sprints, they'll be on her channel. Elizabeth, Emily, anybody got anything going on?
I filmed Wednesday, I think, my June wrap up, and I got it about half edited this afternoon. So I'm going to keep working on it. I doubt I'll get it up tonight because it was like 54 minutes raw footage, and I've shaved off 10 minutes of it so far. And I'm at like 15. So yeah. So we'll get there.
It'll be there. Yeah.
The good thing is that my July wrap up will not take me nearly as long because I'm hardly reading. Most of what I'm reading is my stuff that I'm reading all year. I'm managing to keep up with that stuff. Mm-hmm. But this is literally the first print book I've started this whole month. And what is today, the 19th? I have only listened to audiobooks and just kept reading and chinking away at some of my longer books.
Yeah.
So, but to everything there is a season. I'm literally reading Ecclesiastes right now in my message Bible.
Nice,
So,
nice.
but I am, and I don't know if you've listened, I think you have listened to my Voxer messages. I am so much closer now to filming some stuff for my second channel because now I have a direction. And like every day when I'm doing my chores, I'm like, yeah, I want to talk about this and I want to talk about this. So I'm like getting excited to get back to that. So if you don't know, it's the Reading Reseller. You can subscribe now. And I would like to, I'm going to put several videos on there before I, I'm going to have several ready to go that can just release like kind of in a row.
Yeah.
And I would like to try to get that channel monetized fairly early. Maybe, I don't know, because it took forever to get my current channel monetized.
Yeah.
And I would like for it to pay off a little faster. But anyway, we'll see. Or, I mean, like I've said, my one video that I did on my channel that had to do with decluttering and organizing is my most watched video. It's 3 years old and it still gets views every month. So that's apparently what people want to see. So
yeah, I always enjoy it.
What do you got coming up?
I have my June wrap up filmed. I just need to post it. And then I'm not making any plans right now, only because like
you don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah.
My life is in chaos right now. So, and like the plan this summer was to declutter. My office is just a disaster. So I'm just kind of like, I'm not planning content because I need to get my 4 weeks left of summer break.
How are your classes?
What?
How are your classes?
So I finished one. The other one I had to drop because it just wasn't going to happen. Not with all the chaos that was going on and trying to do a semester's worth of work in 4 weeks.
Right.
Not going to happen.
So you don't have one going right now. You can just focus on your house.
They would have finished by now anyway. But I got 100% in my other class. So that's good. So, and I just needed one class to bump up on the pay lane.
Nice.
To have a bigger raise in the fall. So that is good.
Great.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So like, I'm just trying to get settled in. Like I have 4 weeks left of break and I need to get settled in and do all the doctor's appointments because when I go back to school in the fall, it's back to school in the fall and also back to grad school. I'm taking 2 classes. So yeah. How about you, Blake? What you got coming up?
I think I'm gonna do another whip and chat. Everybody seemed to enjoy that, so that was fun. And then I have I have reading sprints on my channel on Thursday for Summerween. So
you're not doing Tuesday, doing Thursday?
No, because I have my book club on Tuesday. My in real life book club decided to bump my Summerween sprints and tell me that I had to reschedule them. It's fine. It was just me. I was the only one with a conflict, so I was like, it's fine. So yeah, but we're gonna do it on Thursday for a change. So
nice.
Yeah. And Mary said it's 1:30 at night now, so I'm going to bed. Mary must be in England, UK. So Mary, if you're still here, tell me. I don't remember where you are located. Let me know. Thanks for the sprint, and till next time, good night, everyone. Good night, Mary.
Good.
And Jill says, thanks for the sprints. Thanks for joining me and us. And thank you, Elizabeth and Emily, for joining me tonight.
Thanks for
yeah, of course. And then who else we have? Fiona. Thanks to Fiona, Sarah, and Storm. And everybody in the chat. And Tiffany will be back next week for regular scheduled programming. This is just a one-off. I thought I would just step in to get some reading done. So yeah, so thank you all for joining us, and I will see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.